Okay, in the last lesson we talked about the difference between bold tags and strong tags, and italics have the exact same thing. And we actually saw this at one point earlier where we had an I tag. It looked like this, so you can see it behind me here. It had an I tag, and I just rushed over it real quick. And this is actually not the proper way of doing it. There's another way of doing this. So I'm just going to save this file as italics.html. And on my right is still the old one. So let's go ahead. That's from the last video. Let's open italics and we see nothing. We have regular text here, and let's add a line break. And then we have italic. So let's add an I here. And let's add a line break. Yeah, let's do that kind. And then we have emphasis. And you will see here, we've got regular text, italic text, and emphasis text. Italic and emphasis look the exact same. So if I change this to italic, they will look literally the exact same. Now the difference is what happens behind the scenes. It's not exactly what you see all the time. In the old days, we used I to italicize things. And then all of a sudden, the internet and the world became very digital friendly and mobile friendly, and people who weren't able to access the internet for whatever reason, maybe they had a reading impairment, or maybe they're blind, who knows, but we now have screen readers so that they can access the internet, which is a good thing. But that means, as developers, we have to consider two different scenarios now. So we have regular italics, which is just visually italic. It does nothing for a screen reader. But if a screen reader was to come onto this page and read regular text, italic, and emphasis, it would say regular text, italic, emphasis, because it would add extra oomph to the emphasis. And that's only on this one, the EM tag. Moving forward with all of your websites, we should always be using the EM tag to add additional emphasis. If you need to italicize something, you should technically not use this. You should not be using the I tag. You should be doing it through CSS, but because we aren't there yet, for the time being, it is okay to use the I tag. Now your task for this video is to just create a new file, call it italics.html. It does not need a doc type in HTML and all that stuff. This is just a very simple example. Create some regular text like I did. On a new line, make sure you have a new line. Add italics, and then on a new line, again, make sure you add that new line. Add emphasis. And as bonus points, what you can do is you can do something like lorem 5, so this will give me 5 words. What happens if you try to add emphasis and strong together, nested together? So you've got an opening EM tag, and then you've got an opening strong tag, and then over here, you're going to want a strong tag and an M tag, so it goes in reverse order. This particular feature here is called nesting, where we have a strong tag nested inside of an EM tag. You can also put it on new lines too if it's easier for you to read. That's totally okay. Something like that. We know that white space is not going to really matter in this particular instance. So what happens when you do this? That's for bonus points. Go ahead, give that a shot. When you are done, let's head on over to that next video